What shall we do with a drunken sailor when the seas rise up and the sirens call us to unfathomable depths, as our vessel is tossed and buffeted by a surging squall? When up she rises, pitching and yawing and threatening to throw the souls aboard to the mercy of the waves, what shall we do with a drunken sailor when all hands on deck are clasped in desperate prayer? What shall you do? Except maybe swig from the bottle of rum and toast to our inevitable ruin. Let's find out whether these players have their sea legs or if any of them have a date with Davy Jones as Chaotic Neutral plays Desperation, the Isabel.
Guys, where are my legs?
Where are my legs?
Where are they gone? Oh no!
I've turned up for the night.
Wow, you look great.
Oh, thanks. I'm just like my
You've
pictures.
got a barnacle here. Do you, I'll take that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Davy Jones, of course, famously hard to get, which is like catnip to me.
I want him.
An unavailable man, emotionally unavailable, not even above water. Fantastic.
Perfect.
I have to go on a quest.
I'm in love.
So we are playing Desperation, the Isabel, designed by Jason Morningstar and published by Bully Pulpit Games. Now, the game is a deck-driven RPG. This deck will decide the fates of all of the passengers and crew of the Isabel, a little cod schooner in the year 1888 that is off the coast of Alaska. As we go through, we'll be drawing cards from this deck. We'll read them privately to ourselves, and then we will read them aloud to the group. The difference with this RPG is that basically the players will be playing all of the characters, and on their turn deciding who says what and who meets with a terrible fate. Somewhere in this deck is a salvation card. If we manage to reach that, then the people who are still alive at that time are saved, because otherwise the game ends because everyone is dead.
Oh no.
Hooray!
I'm gunning for that ending.
We'll explain a little bit more as we go along, but let's begin with Dom drawing the first card and starting to build our vessel.
Do I look at this?
You can read it to yourself, yeah. That's going to be for you next.
Okay.
Oh. Oh dear.
All right, I'll actually read it now. This is the boat deck, an open area at the rear of the Isabel where the business of fishing is done. The dories, which are lifeboats, right?
These lifeboats.
The dories are stacked like pancakes, upended on the taffrail here. Looking forward past the wheelhouse, there is a magnificent view of the spread of 2 gaff-rigged sails. Put this card at the rear of the Isabel, next to the cabins.
Wonderful. So we're going to put this at the rear of our ship.
First bit of
We're
our
going to put
boat.
these dories underneath.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okie dokie. Cabins. I got cabin fever. Okie dokie. These cabins for the master and his passengers are compact, tidy, and, save for the permanent and unavoidable smell of fish that permeates every corner of the Isabel, quite pleasant. Put this card between the boat deck and the foredeck.
Wonderful. So we're going to plonk this here.
Okay. I've got the foredeck. That's what my forehead is called sometimes. This is the foredeck, dominated by the hatch over the ship's hold, currently stuffed to bursting with salted cod. This is where the business of sailing is done. Put this card between the cabins and the bow.
Okay.
The bow. The bow. The bow.
The bow.
You got the
Sweet.
bow.
I've got the bow.
Sullivan Bow.
Sullivan
Bow.
Brown. Here we are. These are the berths, where the mates sleep in cupboard-like rooms, and it is hammocks for everyone else. The various lockers, chain, sail, forepeak, are wedged in wherever there is room. The cook, Lestenkoff, prepares meals here, which are consumed with gratitude or trepidation. Put this card at the bow of the Isabel, next to the foredeck.
What was the cook's name?
Wonderful.
Lestenkoff.
Lestenkoff.
Stinkoff.
This is Captain Nickerson.
Captain Birdseye.
Knickers.
Tee-hee.
Knickers on.
Knickers
It's
on.
knickers off, you've got to worry about.
First mate knickers off.
First mate, knickers off. And Roger the cabin boy, of course.
Of course.
Roger the cabin boy.
That's an oldie.
So this is Captain Nickerson says, I am the master of the Isabel, and make my money when we are happy crew and heavy with fish. On this journey, against my better judgment, I have bought my daughter Anne. She wanted to see the world, and this is my part of it, and the fresh air at least will do her good. I am calm, but troubled. And it says, put this card next to the cabin's card and speak Nickerson's truth. Truth be told, I'm worried about them clouds on the horizon. Maybe the air is too fresh for Anne.
Why would you bring Anne? Why?
I
Captain
think-
Nickerson, that's a horrible idea.
I reckon Anne's a broomstick in a dress.
Yeah, it's a real Norman Bates situation.
You're right there, Anne.
No.
She's not got her sea legs.
Yeah. This is a crew
It's
that
a
hasn't seen a
Wilson.
lemon in a long time. Like, they are riddled with scurvy and they've all gone slightly mad.
Haven't eaten weeks, Anne. Come on.
This is Makuliev. I'm first mate and Alutik. The Shumagins are home to me and I know them well, but I left on a ship once and now I don't belong there any more than I belong in San Francisco. I'm steady, but lonely. He's turned into what's his face? The Irish actor. Taken. I will
Liam
find you.
Neeson. Yeah.
I will find you.
I'm lonely because they took my daughter.
That's canon now. He's played by Liam Neeson in a very inappropriate bit of casting. Put this card next to the boat deck card and speak Makuliev's truth. I'm starting to get worried. We haven't seen a lemon for weeks.
No.
I've started to notice bleeding around the gums. I hope it's not something that's catching.
Oh no. Oh dear.
So this is Brown.
My surname. It's me.
It's you.
It's my ancestor.
Okay.
This is actually Sullivan's
Hello.
lore.
Hello, therefore.
It's your origin story.
Should I do it as you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As second mate, it falls to me to manage the business affairs of this accursed scat. And our business is fish. So I do the same work of all the others, and I count cod tongues and keep a tidy receipt. I am fair, but harsh.
Sounds like
Exactly.
Sully.
That's
That's our Sully.
Listen, is it accurate to how Sullivan speaks? No. But is it Sullivan's soul?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
it
absolutely.
is.
Yes.
I'm
Absolutely,
sure he'll
yes.
be well respected among the crew.
Put this card next to the foredeck card and speak Brown's truth. I'm sick of counting cod tongues. I'm sick of it. I think I'm starting to go mad. I can't stop staring at Makuliev.
Oh.
I don't know what it is.
It's probably the bleeding
Is it the
gums.
bleeding gums?
Yeah.
Or is there something in his eyes that's just magnetic?
This is Harris. And Harris says, I would be anywhere else if I had my druthers, but like the cogs in a wheel, I require the money this trip will bring to realize my further ambitions. Laugh if you must, but I wish to be an actor. So it's fish heads for me, 4 months aboard this leaky tub. I am ambitious, but cynical. Put this card next to the bow card and speak Harris's truth.
Sorry, all the cards can't be Sully, right? Like they can't all be Sully.
We've got to get off this boat.
What's Harris's truth?
Well, I'm hiding in this bow because don't let anyone else know this, but I gotta keep my lovely complexion because I'm gonna be an actor, so I've been stealing all the lemons and the oranges. But they can't know that because I think they would murder me if they found out.
Squeeze him.
Why do you smell so nice, Harris?
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just an actor. All actors smell nice, don't you know?
I'm playing. I'm not playing, but I will
You'll
be
be
playing
taking the
for a
role
I'm
of.
taking the role very briefly of.
This is my part. This guy's great.
I love this guy. This is Lestonkov, Every morning I am up at 3 baking bread, as much as to mask the stench of bilge water and kerosene as to fit the chrome passengers. I hate cod, but I love my job, and I love men. I am cheerful, but manipulative. Put this card next to the bows card and speak Lestenkoff's truth.
I love my job and I love men. I love that he's just like, I love men.
Straight out with it.
That's great.
Only,
well done.
If only these men could be needed like I need this bread. I need it every morning, and I imagine it is one of my lovely, lovely men. But they all stink of horrible fish.
Oh, how dare you? I smell great.
Fantastic. That's his truth. That's his truth.
We are in the same place. You just see me like covering myself with lemons and oranges.
Harris is eating all the lemons.
No, I'm not.
Hello, I'm Kenneth.
Kenneth.
I've never been out of sight of land before and it thrills me. Here I am, the son of a tar boiler on a grand schooner in Alaska. I am excitable but unsophisticated. Put this card next to the foredex card and speak Kenneth's truth.
They can't all be Sullivan.
I think they can.
I'm having the time of my life on this boat, but God, I'm afraid of the ocean. I can't swim. I can't swim.
Kenneth.
This is Holmes.
I'm a simpleton, but my heart is as sweet as candy, and I am glad to work hard among friends. For those that laugh at my infirmity, let God judge them. I'm likable, but careless.
They can't all be Sullivan.
I'm a simpleton. Oh, it's as sweet as candy.
Put this card next to the foredeck card and speak Holmes's truth.
Spot me.
Oh, well, I'm having a swell time, but I hope everyone continues to be nice to me. I know they're all sinners, really, and in the end, God only saves the chosen.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is Gordon. The universal truth of human nature is that we are all craven, mendacious fools. So it's best not to form too strong an attachment in close quarters. I will keep my own peace and drink my own whiskey. I am competent, but perpetually drunk.
Great.
Put this card next to the bow card and speak Gordon's truth. I came down here for a bit of peace and quiet. That goddamn Harris boy's chuntering away about his plays or something, or his lemons. I can't really hear. I'm deaf in one ear, so it just... Thankfully, it doesn't go in one ear and out the other because I can't hear out of this one, so it's grand, really. God, I used to want to be on the stage. But then I found the bottle, and that got me through.
Anne Nickerson, apparently not a broom.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know yet.
I'm a broom.
I was going to make that her truth, but I wasn't sure if it was too much.
Secretly a broom.
The deal I made with my mother was that she could send me to whatever blue stocking finishing school she wanted if I could spend the summer aboard the Isabel with my father. She agreed and chose Miss Brackett's school in New York City, which I shall hate. I am enthusiastic but sheltered.
That's a broom.
That's a broom. That's a big time the voice of a broom.
That's a broom with a sheet over it.
Put this card next to the cabin's card and speak Anne's
That's
truth.
absolutely the voice of Nickerson doing the voice of his daughter, who's long dead.
My truth, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm actually secretly a broom. I don't really know how this works, but all I know is that I love my papas. Oh no, I'm not gonna.
No. Okay, hold on. do we want her to actually be a broom?
I mean,
Are we
I
okay
think
with that?
we'll discover more about her as we go.
Okay. Maybe she thinks she's a broom.
Yeah, she at least
No, she feels like a broom
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, my truth is that I constantly feel like a broom on this ship. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't even want to go to that school. I don't know why I'm here, but I know I just feel like a broom.
That went very Brooke Bourgeois.
So this is Portugal. My name is Ernesto Batista Macabalang, and I'm not Portuguese, but I'm also not a man who catalogues his indignities. I have been on the Isabel since she was christened, and she has sadly been neglected of late, and I think this will be my last jaunt aboard the old girl. I am experienced, but fragile.
You killed my father.
Oh my god.
Put this card next to the bow card and speak Portugal's truth.
Oh, sorry.
Get in the bow.
One last job. Get as much cod as possible. It is not a dangerous job. Well, it's sort of dangerous, but it's not like cool. But I'm gonna try and make it as cool as possible. That's all I really want. People to think I'm cool.
Oh, Portugal.
Portugal, you have to prove yourself.
This is Lilas Towns. I have been called to this work to bring the teachings of Jesus to those who toil in this forbidden wilderness. And my husband David will build my church in Sand Point on Popoff Island, among the Alutiiq and the Russians and the fishermen. I am passionate, but presumptuous. Put this card next to the cabin's card and speak Lilas's truth. Well, truth be told, I think that this land may have been forsaken by the Lord, and no amount of ministering will save the poor wretches aboard this vessel or in this harsh wilderness. But I am dedicated, and I will see to it that I am given a seat at the hand of the Lord come my demise.
This is David Towns. My wife Lilas is a genius who positively burns with the light of the Lord, and it is my role in this life to assist her in her ministry. I myself am nothing, but Lilas has been guided by the hand of God, and I will in every way ease her path, even if it takes us to the frightful backwaters of Alaska. I am clever, but demanding.
But demanding, that's so funny.
Put this card next to the cabin's card and speak Towns' truth.
Yep.
It's like no matter how much I do for my wife, she will not even look at me. We have not touched each other intimately for years.
Oh no.
Why? Why is this? If only she would touch me. I just want some affection. Is that so much to ask? Well, no matter. Maybe if I continue to help her, one day she'll remember that I'm here.
Oh no.
Get to building that church there, David.
Oh no, David.
Okay, so that is the ship
Oh.
built, the crew and the passengers aboard. We now move on to the next part of our story, which is a whole gale. These are story cards. Tilly, you'll be drawing the first one.
Oh.
The difference with the story cards is you draw them, they will have a prompt on them, and you decide who resolves that, essentially. So you'll pick a member of our crew, and you will choose who's going to say what on the card, but all should remain clear once you pull one out.
Ooh. Time to remember all of the characters.
So hard to remember.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
My friend. You just never know with people. I made a lifelong friend before the Isabel had cleared the Farallands, and we remain inseparable despite our obvious differences. On a ship like this, it is good to have a friend. I try to be a good one.
Ooh.
What does it say?
Speak your truth.
Speak your truth. So what you're going to do is you're going to essentially assign those lines to a character. So as if that little paragraph that you just read, let's imagine it as if one of these people was saying it, and then you're going to speak some more truth for that person.
Who's the most unlikely pairing?
Part of the reason that you have the cards laid out like this is we're kind of using the geography of the boat to tell the story here. So people might be having conversations with people who are in the same room as them or on the same part of the ship. But that doesn't preclude what happened prior to this voyage. So you could totally have somebody having a conversation or a friendship with somebody previously. So Brown and Merculia could be friends because this was all past tense.
Let's go with these two.
Harris and Gordon.
Would you be Harris?
Harris.
Harris.
Is a
Swaz.
old school New Yorker. Trying to be a star.
Transatlantic
Yeah, exactly.
actor voice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Listen, boy. I've seen what you're doing with those lemons. You're playing a dangerous game. You remind me so much of me as a young man. It's like looking in a cracked mirror. It's so painful. Gosh.
The lemons are what stops it from being a cracked mirror. And to be honest, it's quite painful over here as well. If you get some in your eye, well, that's a whole afternoon ruined.
I could lend you my glasses if you want.
I'm not a spectacles actor.
How did we become friends again? Remind me.
Are we friends?
We remain inseparable despite our obvious differences.
Oh, these are our obvious differences.
Hey, did you read that play I gave you?
Yes, very interesting. I loved the way it opened. And the curtain direction at the end, fantastic.
With the big storm and how the boat crashes into the cliff.
Yes.
I regret from the traitors is saying that.
I thought, maybe once we get to land, we could
Stage the play?
we could stage the play.
Yes, brilliant. Brilliant.
You could be,
The star.
if you like.
And you could direct it.
Yeah, but I thought I could also be in it.
Oh, yes.
As
How many parts?
well, I'll play all the other parts, and you be the lead.
I love it. We'll do it.
We'll do it.
Fantastic. We can get that David. He's good with carpentry. We could get him to build the stage.
Oh yes, we'll need a stage manager. That's great.
Excellent.
I never expected to make a friend on this boat. What's your name? Harris.
Yeah. We could get some red coats.
It's great.
Doing songs from Disney.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I just need to get that lime off of Lessenkoff.
Wonderful. So we just discard that card.
Great.
So feel free to choose who's going to say it before you read it aloud and then read it as that character.
I'm really worried about this trip.
Don't think it's going to go well.
For Holmes to say, a liar. What was the voice again?
It was Forrest Gump.
There's nothing worse among. Is that kind of right? Is that kind of right? But a little bit loud, a little bit lower. Okay. All right. Box of chocolates. There's nothing worse among a small crew than the outrageous turpitude. Let me try that again. There is nothing worse among a small crew than the outrageous turpitude of the moral coward and teller of lies. Someone has been telling lies about me, very egregious ones too, and I know who it is, and they will answer smartly for their careless words.
Speak the truth.
Speak the truth. Well, Lilas. Oh, I've been hearing her say some mighty awful stuff about me. She's been saying that I'm a sinner. I've never sinned once in my whole life. And people seem to be believing it. They think I'm the one stealing the lemons. Well, I promise it's not me. It's not me stealing the lemons. I would never do such a thing. There you go.
Brilliant.
Great. Oh, no.
Welcome to Desperation Lemon Quest.
At least we've got some characters we want to die.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
That's good.
That is good.
Brown.
Get him out of here! Drown him.
I think I'll give this to Portugal. Station keeping. We are keeping station in a howling gale. The winds in the Shumagans are from the southeast this time of year, invariably with rain and fog. The winds blow down off the islands with malice and can capsize a vessel in a moment. I must be vigilant and quick. Things could go from bad to worse in a moment.
Speak the truth.
I have seen a storm like this once before. I remember I was the only survivor. The boat capsized, and I lost my great one love. The only person who thought I was cool.
Oh God, poor Portugal.
Oh, Portugal.
It was a cat who wore boots.
Yeah, let's make that canon.
So
It was a cat who wore boots.
He was
yeah.
so sexy.
This is worse days. We're somewhere off a Sheridan Point in Onga Island in this miserable gale, and the Isabel is taking on water.
I was tasked with wrapping our bow in a sail to stem the flow, and that worked
Until it stopped making headway. Now the pumps cannot keep pace, and this ship is doomed.
Oh no.
Speak your truth.
Oh dear.
I worry for our vessel. But let's just say that I do not worry for necessarily all of these passengers. But come what may, myself and Harris are making it out of here alive. We've got a play to put on.
Love that. I love it.
The show must go on.
So this is for Brown.
The cod business. You catch a fish, you cut out its tongue. That's as good as money. The master counts your tongues. You get $30 for every 1,000 codfish. Dress the cod you have caught. Form a line. The header lops off the head, and the splitter opens the fish, and the salter, well, salts it and throws it in the hold. Work together and keep your own tongues.
Speak your truth.
Of course, I'm the one who must keep my tongue the most. As if anyone found out my real feelings about Merkuliev, well, it's just not the done thing on a boat. It's just not the done thing about men of this era.
On the ocean in the Navy.
One of them said was very upfront about, I love men.
Yeah.
Hey, which one was it?
Lestenkov, yeah.
Lestenkov.
I
Lestenkov
hate
loves men.
Lestenkov.
He's generic. Look, the thing is, he's generic European. We can't trust them.
Right.
It's all different over there.
Okay.
Bahamian. There are no rules.
Lestenkov should keep his tongue as well. He could threaten to undo everything. But wait, is Lestenkov in Merkuliev? No,
Oh no.
I'll keep my tongue. I'll keep my tongue.
Oh, Brown.
Oh, Brown.
Oh.
Now it's going to be really hard. We have to start killing these guys.
Yeah.
They're all in love.
That play will do
They're
it.
all
They're
in
all
love.
about doing a musical cruise ship.
There's so much unrequited love on this show.
Yeah. Cod tongues on ice.
What was this guy's deal?
Kenneth.
He was terrified.
Kenneth is having the thrill of his life on the boat, but he's
Oh,
really
yeah.
he can't swim.
He
He's
can't
terrified of the
swim.
water.
can't swim. Oh, I can't swim. Oh, all right. Baiting the hook. Sailors spend their time baiting hooks the size of their hands. 1,600 of them to a line. They bait them with whatever fry they can scoop up. Squid, capelin, and it is a filthy business for filthy men.
Oh.
No.
Oh no.
I could never love this life, but no one can deny the money is good. Speak your truth. And I need the money. God knows I need the money. My sister's got 24 kids to feed, and I've got to bring some money back. Otherwise, little Becky and little Scooter.
Those are the only two I remember.
I only care about two of them.
Those are the only ones that I like. The rest of them are really annoying. I'm not that bothered. But those two, Becky and Scooter, without me, they've got nothing. They've got no strong role models in their life. I've got to get back to them. I've got to get home. Oh, God.
Oh, Kenneth.
Oh,
Kenneth.
Kenneth.
No. Becky
The
and
oldest must
Scooter.
be at least 24, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, you don't have to worry about paying for at least 6 of the kids.
Scooter is 24. He's the one I've got to worry about the most. He doesn't. He's got no direction in life. Says he wants to go to uni. I don't know what that is.
His sister just had 3 sets of octuplets.
All right. This is Anne Nickerson speaking. It's called Scotch Dumplings.
Tonight we dined on what are called Scotch dumplings, which are cod stomachs filled with cod livers and cornmeal. Cod! We left San Francisco with 5 kegs of beef on board, but somehow that was not through before we reached the Schumagans. Lord, I am sick of cod. I'm gonna speak my truth about it. I don't even know how I'm eating. I'm pretty sure I'm a broom, but they keep shoving cod into me. I just feel disgusted. I also don't know where that beef went. I don't like the look of Harris. I know he's stealing the lemons. He's probably stealing the beef too.
Okay, this is going to be peculiar. Point of interest. There is Liam Neeson writing this book.
I will find you.
I'll find you. Well, can he? Is he Liam Neeson in the Taken films because he's got a slightly different accent? And the Taken movies? Or is he just Liam Neeson in life?
I was going for Liam Neeson in Taken, but slightly de-Irishing him slightly.
So make him slightly American.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to cause a panic, but the Irish.
The Irish have been
I
big
think
now.
there are Irish people. No. Sorry, I was thinking about Irish people.
You don't fucking say.
Not that I'm Irish. I'm slightly de-Irished. Liam Neeson had taken. But the Isabel is a bad ship, poorly cared for and overloaded. And we will be very lucky if she makes port. The deadlights are secured, and everyone will do their part. And yet, I fear the Isabel will slip away beneath us. And soon. Speak your truth. To be honest, I think that a lot of people on this ship are not looking out for the ship. You look at Harris. I've never seen a man filled more with vitamin C in my life. And I keep on looking at Brown and Lestenkopf. And the way they look at me, it's like they're in love with me. Is it because of my amazing voice? Or my lovely bum?
My bleeding gums.
Oh, my bleeding gums. I think it's the bleeding gums. I'm going to keep them bleeding for a bit. And me as well. Because we'll all be dead soon.
All be dead soon. I think this one is for the captain. This is Captain Nickerson, which is ghosts. I have heard that the Isabel was unmasted in a tempest back in '85, and her crew washed away, and the ghost ship was towed to port and repaired. I feel in my bones that she intends to wash us away too. There is death about her. Speak your truth.
Uh-oh.
Captain Nickerson says, I took over the captaincy some 6 months ago, when a sudden vacancy arose. I don't know why. This boat has trouble keeping crew. There's definitely something about her. Doesn't want to be tamed.
Ooh.
Oh, this is a tricky one.
You can do someone who's been done before, obviously. It doesn't have to be spread around. It can also just be a dialogue scene. You can also, it doesn't have to also be the truth doesn't have to be a dialogue. It can also just be something that's happened to the character in the past as like a
okay.
description.
Okay.
It's really open-ended, basically.
Let's see. What was Lesnikov's thing? He
loves men!
He wants to need men like delicious.
He hates cod, but he loves men.
And baking delicious bread.
Baking delicious port.
And he's cheerful but manipulative.
I love buns.
I love buns.
Hot buns on men.
Okay, so this is Lestenkopf, because he's cheerful but manipulative. Affection. I stole someone's woolen nippers and there was a fight about it. Without nippers to protect your hands, you can't hold a line for long. I stole their nippers because I like them and I long for connection, even if it is only hard blows. Bad weather brings out the worst in people.
himself.
Yeah. It got a little bit windy, and he was like, "I'm on the rob."
I'd like to steal.
And yeah, I think just to add a bit of spice to the relationships we've already got going on, he suspects Lestenkov. I think it's Merkuliev's snippers that Lestenkov's got. So his truth is, he's so quiet out there on the boat deck all the time and working away with his line, his big long pole. I thought, I know he never wants to talk. So I stole his woolen nippers and he was furious. And I wanted to get caught. Because at least it meant we had a conversation. Even if it was a little bit one-sided.
Maybe he will flog me.
He's
big long
he's
pole.
cute when he gets flushed.
Oh my god, I'm so invested.
Hey, Tilly, what's that next card say?
Don't worry about it. It says abandoned ship.
Okay.
Oh my
Clang, clang, clang,
god.
clang, 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 clang,
Oh
clang,
my
clang.
god. Abandoned ship. The gale turns to storm and the Isabel is sinking.
What?
Choose someone to lash themselves to the wheel to allow safe escape for the rest.
No.
Send them to the deep.
Oh no.
Remove the 4 Isabel ship cards and spread out the 4 Dory cards. Divide the remaining survivors unevenly among the 4 Dories as they hastily abandon ship. So do I choose who?
Who? Yeah.
Who's going to lash themselves to the
Yeah,
mast?
who
To
would
the-
lash themselves to the mast?
Well, to the wheel, right?
Yeah, to the wheel. So who's our navigator? Or
I feel like Holmes is.
Yes.
I feel like Lilas would force
No!
No! You brute!
Merkulia.
The man everyone wants a piece of.
Oh,
He's the only one noble enough to do it.
I think choosing to do that is the most avoidant thing I've ever heard. I'm known some avoidant guys.
Okay, so Merkulia.
Oh no.
Even they would
Lashes
lash themselves to a
What
sinking
would
ship
they-
just to avoid me.
Oh, they would, Dominic.
They absolutely would.
They would.
What are Merkuliev's last words as we consign them to the deep?
I've never seen Liam Neeson in Taken, so it's just going to be right down here.
That's accurate.
Okay. I've got nothing left to live for. Sometimes I think that I died 20 years ago when my wife died. I've never gotten over it. And there's children aboard this ship. Or she could be a broom, we don't know yet. And he just shouts out, "This is it! We're all going down! Save yourselves! Save yourselves!" And he looks at Brown. I'm just gonna look at you.
Hello? Oh, no!
He's gonna say, I know. And then he jumps on the...
Yeah, he knows you stole the mittens.
I know it was you.
Okay, right, so now what we have to do is we're going to set out some lifeboats that we're going to be escaping to. So let's lay out our dories and we will read them. And then we're
Okay.
going to assign people to them.
1,
2,
2,
4.
3, 4.
3, 4.
Okay, so who did we want together? Lestenkoff and...
And Brown.
And Brown.
Brown.
For sure.
Lilas
Gordon and
Holmes.
Harris, I think, would stay together.
Yeah.
These.
Should we put them in Dory
I
1?
really want Holmes. I want Anne with Lilas as well.
Yeah.
I think David should get separated
Yeah, I think
from
so
his wife.
as well.
Okay,
I
so
was thinking
David,
that
well,
as well.
Captain would go with his daughter, I think. Is David just on his? David's just with Portugal. David's with Portugal.
Yeah, perfect.
The most unlikely pairing.
Did it say
David's with Portugal, the
unevenly?
man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an
cool,
unevenly.
perfect.
Okay, shall we find out the state of these different lifeboats then?
no.
Blair, do you want to tell us about Dory
I
1?
will happily tell you. Who's on this one? Gordon and Harris.
Harris.
Okay. Dory number 1. This dory has a spirit sail rig and can positively fly with the wind. Rigged for day fishing, it has no provisions or useful equipment.
Oh no.
Sullivan, Dory 2.
Thank you. This dory is in terrible repair and will immediately begin taking on water when battered by confused seas. It has no provisions, no sail, and one useless oar. It is a death trap.
Kenneth!
Oh my god,
Kenneth! It's his worst
Okay. Dory number 3. Someone took good care of this dory. There's a butt full of fresh water and a tin of biscuits and a fishing line and 3 oars. It is squared away and can keep 2 people comfortable on a journey.
Perfect!
That church is getting built.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
but
In
David-
memory.
In memoriam.
He's going to be very sad. Dory number
Do you know
4.
what? He'd be like, I'd actually know she's dead now, so I'm going to build a casino instead.
This old dory would be perfectly acceptable in fishing weather, but this isn't fishing weather. When heavy seas pound her, she will lose her centerboard and become uncontrollable.
Phrasing.
Anyone on board will be at the mercy of the wind and the current.
Uh-oh.
Who's heavy seas?
My name's Heavy Seas.
I'm going to pound you.
Anne's gonna get her knickers blown off and get a heavy pounding by the sounds of
Yeah,
things.
changes from Nickerson to Nicholas. Yeah.
Nicholas. And Nicholas Pounding. Nicholas Pounding, that's a good character name.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Dr. Pounding. Nicholas Pounding.
It's not funny. There's nothing funny about taking a good pound without
With your knickers off.
The sequel to Finding Dory. Pounding Dory.
Save us, Blair.
Okay,
We've moved on to Pounding Dory, Blair.
I think this card is said from Harris.
Ooh.
It's called Still Together. Through the fog, an apparition appears, and I quickly realize it is another boat from the Isabel. The feeling of seeing another dory is indescribable. We are a ragged little flotilla. We cannot raft together, but we can spend a few moments and perhaps adjust our loads. We are still together. It gives me hope. Speak your truth, and then move survivors between 2 boats. Which was the one that had loads of oars?
This is the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. When I saw David Towns in Portugal on that lovely little boat, I went up and asked them if they could spare some of their supplies. They didn't seem to hear me. I don't know why. I thought I was being pretty loud. Maybe it was the winds. Maybe they were too loud. But they seemed to keep going, and I got.
Portugal's just there going, no hablo inglés.
I got.
That's these 2.
Yeah, these 2. I got really mad, and I threw a lemon at his head. Don't know what happened after that, but I know he's got my lemon now. But we have nothing.
So you don't want to move anyone from this boat to this boat. You're keeping them where they are.
We'll leave Gordon on his own.
Oh, poor Gordon. Because this one's good for 2 people.
Yeah. It's got 3 oars.
It does have 3 oars.
It's your choice.
Oh, it's tricky.
Does this one have 1 oar?
I think
It's
that one's.
useless.
I think that
It's-
one's basically a doomed one. This is the
No,
death
this is-
trap.
this-
This is the death trap. This one's okay. This one's
They
okay.
can't control
but,
that one.
Yeah, that one's can't
Yeah.
be controlled.
Yeah.
This one is good. This one's a death trap. And
This one's got
one
no
is,
supplies.
This one's got no supplies,
food.
but
Yeah.
is
It's fine.
serviceable.
They'll eat each other.
They will eat each other.
Gordon will be into them.
Oh, it's tricky. I think Harris is going to swim to Dory 3. I think he's joining them.
So Harris jumped ship.
Harris wants his lemon back.
And what do we
He just wants
think?
his lemon back.
What do we think Gordon feels about that?
I don't think Gordon's very happy about that. Oh, there's all my food gone.
Lilas, was she like a southern belle?
She's like a southern belle. Yeah.
Okay, this will be Lilas then. In the half light of the Alaskan dog watch, all the stars in God's firmament are arrayed before me for glorious inspection. Regil is burning like a burning chip of topaz, and Tara's a fiery red. I'm in great peril, but also in great company. The stars will watch over me, and I will survive. I feel it in my bones. Speak your truth. It's a shame me and David couldn't get onto the same boat. I sure would have liked some of those supplies, but in the end I thought I'd stay with the experienced navigator, Captain Nickerson, and his broom for a daughter. Always good to keep an eye on that Holmes as well, spinning his lies.
Oh. Oh, Lilas, you
Oh,
bitch.
Lilas. He's horrible.
I think this is probably Captain Nickerson. The death roll. The vision is seared into my memory. The Isabel, heavy and low in a death roll. She was broaching to windward on her beam ends, and then the sails met the water and rose again, heavy, counter-rolled. And that was it for the Isabel. It was a magnificent and terrible thing to see. Speak your truth. I felt it in my bones. There was no good about that ship. When I took her on as captain, desperate for some coin, I felt it in my guts that she wanted me to be dragged down into the ocean with her. This captain is too smart. I will survive. Fran. Fran, I'll survive.
Oh god. He's gone mad.
He's talking to a broom.
This is called A Waking Dream. And it's going to be David Towns' A Waking Dream. Soaked, salt encrusted and freezing, I am filled with anger. Bobbing helplessly around the North Pacific is bad enough, but I must share my torment with the worst person in the world, an intolerable jackass. I daydream about beating their foolish head in, and wake from my dreaming with a bloody belaying pin in my hand.
What?
Speak your truth, and send someone to the deep.
Oh my god!
Who does he hate? Who does he hate?
I think, he says, oh my God, what have I done? Portugal, what have I done? Harris, he's dead. He's dead. I couldn't take another story. I couldn't take another story about his time on the Broadway stage. I couldn't take another dressing room anecdote. I couldn't take it anymore. He was so loud.
Oh, no.
Everything I tried to say, he interrupted. I couldn't get a word in edgeways. Portugal, say something to me.
I don't know why you've done this. I thought his stories were pretty cool, actually.
We have to get rid of the body. You won't tell anyone, will you, Portugal? You won't tell anyone because no one will believe you. Everyone thinks you're Portuguese.
How do you know I'm not Portuguese?
Because you said, no hablo español to that when they came by, and I speak a smattering of Spanish. I'm not a fool like the others, Portugal. And if you're not a fool, you'll keep this between ourselves.
Okay.
My wife mustn't know. She mustn't know. This is one of the worst sins, Portugal.
We can say that he fell out.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
It's between us and God now.
He was telling us a story about one of the places he was in. And he got too into it. And tripped and fell.
He was doing the movements. He always liked to do the movements.
Yes, everyone knew that he loved doing the movements.
I need to sleep now. At least now there's room and quiet enough to sleep.
Oh,
Harris was talking about the Tempest, probably.
Yeah. Oh shit! Oh no!
Really annoying.
David Towns.
Tilly, what joy will we get from the deck now?
Oh,
That we've had
shit.
instant karma for
he looks
abandoning
like a
Gordon.
secret killer, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he
Yeah.
does. He does.
Repressed
Absolutely.
rage.
Yeah.
100%.
I think this is Holmes. How did he sound?
Forrest Gump.
Oh, life's like Mom said, life's like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
discomfort. The smallest things cause the blood to boil with rage.
Oh shit.
Our body shifts, and there is a grumble. It sounds more like Mickey Mouse. And there is a grumble.
That makes it much
and then
scarier.
An annoying little kick.
The white
and then,
ones.
despite my exhaustion and starvation, I am fully prepared to tear someone's throat out. Outrageous insolence! There is a moment's hesitation, and then I collapse. We will fight again.
Steamboat killing.
What the fuck?
Speak your truth. We will fight again.
Speak your truth. So I think Holmes sees Lilas looking at him with kind of contempt. His whole body starts shaking. He says, "Why are you looking at me like that, Lilas? Huh? Huh? Why are you looking at me like that?" And his hands go out towards her. He's shaking.
You're a sinner.
"I'm not a sinner, Lilas, I'm not! Stop looking at me like that!"
Oh,
She just starts making the sign of the cross at him and just saying, "Lord, protect this man. Bring him into the kingdom of heaven, though he has sinned."
He digs his fingers into his hands and blood starts running
Oh
down
my gosh.
his hands.
Holmes, no.
And he manages to force himself into the corner of the boat and he's just rocking back and forth.
I imagine Lilas has moved
shit.
back behind Captain Nickerson, who has just moved forward, probably picking up some sort of something heavy to cudgel.
His daughter.
Yeah. Come here, Anne.
What have we said about Kenneth so far? What's he?
So the boat's taking on water
Yeah.
and Kenneth can't
Can't
swim.
What else is in his life?
He has 24 nieces and nephews
Okay,
and he
okay,
only
that's
cares
it,
about
okay.
2 of them.
What about Gordon? What's been going on with Gordon?
Gordon is Irish.
He was in love with Harris.
He was in love with Harris. Well, no,
Yeah,
they
friends.
were friends.
Oh, they were
They were
friends.
And he wanted to be an actor.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
And he's perpetually drunk.
And he wrote a play.
Yeah, he wrote a play that he wanted. They were going to put the play on.
But Harris left him,
Harris left him in the lurch. But he's competent though, so he could survive.
and he's got nothing to drink on.
I
So
know.
he's probably sobering up.
He probably has. He says he has his own whiskey, so he at least has 1 bottle of whiskey. God.
Which is probably more than most of the other people have, except people in 3 who actually have
Supplies.
water.
What was Kenneth's voice again? It was like.
It's all like that.
hello, I'm worried. I'm Kenneth.
It was Pete Quinnell's voice.
Yeah. Oh, Pete Cornell.
Just imagine
Pete Cornell. Okay, I'm Pete Cornell. I'm Kenneth.
Oh, I've done it wrong again.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, Mr. Davis.
Don't beat me, Mr. Davis! I can't take it!
I'll weigh myself again.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right.
Yeah, you know.
4 months and 3 days. 4 months and 3 days. That's how long we were supposed to be away from San Francisco. I have business there. Someone waiting for me with loving eyes. A baby will be waiting for me. 4 months and 3 days would be very welcome right now, as the remorseless grey waves hint at eternity.
Oh.
So,
Niece and nephew number
Yeah.
25. If there's a
well,
baby
it's,
waiting for him, or is it his own
it's
baby?
his own baby. He's got a baby waiting for him back at home. Loving, what was it, Betty and Scooter.
Scooter
and Becky.
Scooter and Becky.
Oh, no, Scooter and
Scooter and Becky. I named my own children after them because I love Scooter and Becky so much.
I called it
But-
Booter.
And Skecky.
Skecky and Booter.
Yeah, it's gonna be Skecky.
Skecky and Booter.
I've named them Skecky. I don't have a Booter yet, just a Skecky. They're on their way. I don't want to die here. I can't swim. I don't want to die, and I'm stuck with these two guys that I don't really trust very much. I'm quite scared.
Oh, poor Ken. He's got such a sad life.
But so much to live for.
So much to live for. Scooter and Becky and
Scooter and
Skep.
Becky, Skecky and Booter.
Skecky and Booter.
God.
So this is going to be Brown talking. The final tattoo. This has all been too much. And I'm done in. Exhausted, sodden, and cold. My heart is beating out its final tattoo. When I'm gone, I hope I'm treated with decency and gentleness. I speak my truth, and I'll send this person to the deep.
Oh no!
I'm glad he knew. I always wanted to tell him, but I'm glad he knew. That's the main thing. And maybe if I go now, I can be with him. In a way.
Oh no!
Brown's gone to the deep. This was the boat taking on water, wasn't it? This was the death trap boat.
Does he just jump?
Yeah.
Oh, Brown, no!
He jumps.
He jumps.
Wow.
Yeah, that's him. He's
Oh no!
Wow. This one's for Kenneth.
Oh
Oh
no.
no!
The abyss.
Oh god!
Oh, Mrs. Person. Can I have a jam sandwich, please, Mrs. Person?
Oh no!
Oh, you're still into the abyss, Mrs. Person. I'm better than you. I'm falling like a shooting star now.
No.
But down through the depths, a weightless seraph. And I don't mind. Below me is the Great Alaskan Cod Bank. We took 1 million fish this year alone, more even, but they still form a solid undulating silver wall below me. The cod part to let me pass on my journey to the abyss.
No.
Speak your truth and go to the deep.
No!
The boat,
Not Kenneth!
the boat was sinking. It had been sinking from the moment we got in. And Brown was so brave to jump into the waves. And I know I can't swim. And I know that I'm not going to get to meet my little darling baby. But I think this was the wisest choice. Leston offers the best chance of survival out of all of us. Without my weight in the boat, without Brown, there's a slim hope that he might survive. To at least tell my tale. To at least tell little Skekky and Booter that I love them.
Bloody hell. Skekky and Booter.
Kenneth is consigned to the waves.
Oh, I was really rooting for him.
Life is so cruel.
So, just to remind everyone, Gordon, although he developed his friendship, his thing was that he believes everyone's craven, and he doesn't think it's good to form a strong attachment in close quarters.
And he's now had that confirmed.
Yeah.
Should never trust
Yeah,
anyone.
don't
Never
trust
let anyone in.
So this is my Beckwith. Our fishing boats are Beckwith dories made of sugar pine and fir with oak rails, clinker built and 16 feet in length. They are easy for one person to handle, being very beamy and small. I like this boat and can hand, reef and steer her with ease. I believe I shall make for Kodiak. Speak your truth, stay with the flotilla or depart and go to the deep. I hope that Harris has survived, of course I do. But I can't believe he just abandoned me like that. He did abandon me, didn't he? And I should have known. I should have known not to trust people. You can't form too close an attachment with people in these situations because something like this could happen. But you can trust yourself. You have to trust yourself, and I can trust my skill. I'll stay with them, and they'll need me in the end. They will need me, as long as I can just keep off the bottle. Just till Kodiak. Come on, Gordon. Just till Kodiak. And he's going to do his best to stay with the flotilla.
Yes!
Gordon. Right, Tilly. Next one.
So invested in the story, I forgot that I had to do it as well.
I'm playing as well.
Who will it be this time? Who's next?
Holmes. Too soft a word. I share this little boat with the principal architect of my ruin, the person whose gross negligence and criminal greed have brought us to this crux. The Isabel was rotten, and I must rub oilskin in cramped quarters with the very source of the rot. Hate is too soft a word.
Oh my god.
God.
Speak your truth. Holmes is going to turn and round on the captain. Oh. You knew she was rotten! You knew it! You let us get on board! You knew she was rotten!
Everyone knew that she was rotten. That boat reeked of death, and you all chose to come aboard.
Why did you get on board? Why?
For money! For sustenance! What about you, Holmes?
I got on board because I wanted to find friends. Oh. Hope. Love. But I find nothing here but dirt and sin. You're the sinner, Lilas, not I. The waves take you. The waves take you all.
Oh no.
Quiet, man!
Oh my god. Oh dear, Holmes.
There we go.
All right.
Going crazy.
This one looks different. This one looks fun.
What's this one say?
It's called Landfall.
Landfall.
The next one looks great as well. Oh no!
Oh, hell.
Oh, there you go. You can have that one,
Yep.
Sullivan. I don't want that
No,
one.
that's great.
God. Oh, okay. Ashore at last. The survivors make landfall and are perfectly safe. Remove the 4 dory cards and replace them with 2 shore cards. Place the survivors on the beach or in the barabara, as they might prefer.
The beach and the barabara.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's great.
So we can assign them basically to
choose?
where we
Oh,
think
okay.
people would be.
Who do
No.
we think would like to be at the beach? Who do we think?
Listenkopf would like to be on the beach.
Yeah?
Listenkopf is
He
going to
wants
say the beach.
improve his tan.
I could see Portugal wanting to be at the beach.
Yeah, 100%.
Portugal's on the beach.
Um,
I think Captain Nickerson's probably in the barabara,
Yeah.
as is Anne.
yeah.
I reckon Lilas and David are in the barabara,
They
and they
get
have
back.
outcast Holmes to the beach.
Yeah.
I could
Gordon's probably ended up on the
see-
beach.
Probably,
Yeah. Cool.
Absolutely, yep.
So they're all on the same island.
They're
but
all on
just
the same
different
island. These are
bits
just
of-
2 locations. so
Okay,
we can read the little blurb if you like.
Cool.
Do you want to read about the beach?
Yeah.
Go on, you can read about the barabara.
Thank you. The Barabara. This is an old Alitique house dug into the earth, its roof long gone, save for lonely whalebone supports. A dory dragged overhead will serve to keep the rain out, and a driftwood fire will fight the chill. If it has any deficit, it is that it does not survey the ocean. Make a tiny map with this card and the beach when landfall is made.
The beach. A barren rocky strand demarked by steep cliffs. The beach faces south into the vast Pacific. The cliffs funnel a stiff breeze at all hours, and there are few signs of life. Some wheeling gulls, some limp ocean weeds. Pure desolation.
What do you got, Sullivan?
Something good.
What's this?
It's just called the custom of the sea.
Oh, fine.
So I'm sure it's fine. Portugal will be saying this, I think. Or maybe Gordon, actually. No, let's say Portugal. Okay. We have no food, and it is the custom of the sea that the majority must eat. Lots are drawn, and I am chosen to sacrifice myself for the greater good.
Oh, God.
No.
There is nothing noble about it, and I die struggling. Speak your truth and go to the deep. Any survivor who refuses to partake of your corpse goes to the deep as well.
What?
Oh, my goodness.
We're eating Portugal.
So this is
Oh no.
4 of us.
Is this everyone or is this
I
the
think
beach?
it's just the people on the
the
beach.
people
just
on the
the
beach?
people
No,
on
I
the
think
beach.
it's everyone.
It's
These are
everyone.
all the survivors.
Oh, wow.
Any survivor.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it just says any survivor, yeah.
Okay. Can I speak for Anne?
Yep.
Well, I'm sick of cod anyways, so this sounds great to me. It's basically beef, isn't it?
Well, normally I wouldn't approve of such things, but Jesus did say, "Eat of my body and drink of my blood." And so, in many ways, you are akin to divinity in your sacrifice. And that is what this is, a sacrifice for the greater good. Isn't that right, David?
Yes.
Because we're going to build a church.
We need to have strong body to build church. Your strong body will give us strong body so that we might survive. Thank you for your sacrifice, Portugal. It was nice to spend time in boat with you.
Can we do
Lilas doesn't hesitate. Tucks right in.
This is while they're still clubbing him to death.
Yeah.
Do we think Holmes?
I think Holmes is so far beyond the pale.
Yeah, this is true.
I think everyone on this. I think everyone currently on this island
It's going to go with
Would
this.
partake.
would partake. I think
Yeah.
Gordon would do it out of resignation to the cause. Like, he thinks he has to survive to get all these people off. Holmes, I think, is probably too far gone to put up
Yeah.
much of a fight.
Lesninkov just loves men, so maybe
He loves
eating
men. I
men.
think he's fine with it. He is fine with it.
He's like making it. So we're going to
You've
consign.
been eating people this entire time.
Have you not been eating people?
I've been cooking
wrong with you?
people, so you've been eating the food. You've been eating
So,
people.
what are Portugal's last words as he goes off to the deep, Sullivan?
No. We don't have to do this. Maybe we could find some food. I could do some fishing, please. Please! No!
Wow.
He says he didn't go nobly. So,
Oh, no.
They're all fishermen.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way we can do this.
Could we not try for a couple of hours maybe at the beach?
It's the simplest way. We've been in 5 minutes. They've been in 5 minutes already drawing lots
time
about
to eat,
Portugal.
people.
Yeah.
The
He looked
Strifford
pretty.
fire's reached its peak now.
He's tying up a bib around it.
He just let the
Was that
taste.
Portugal?
I think this is going to be. What is. Lesninkov's voice was sort of Austrian and sort of.
Hello.
Oh, hello. This is Dry Throats.
Oh, no.
It is May in the Schumagins, and water should be the least of our concerns. But nature has been perverse, and it refuses to rain. I am so very thirsty and so very weak. I wrung some muddy silt out of a tuft of lime grass, but the effort exhausted me, and it was undrinkable. I am going to die here eventually.
Oh, no.
But my truth is that at least I got to taste a bit of Portugal.
Oh, God.
At least my culinary whims have been satisfied.
Oh,
On my way out.
No, Lesninkov, no.
Man is evil.
Okay. I think this has to be Gordon. Too weak. Too lost. I believe we are somewhere south and west of familiar waters. Landed on a remote piece of ground in the Fox Islands. This is all academic, of course, because despite its grandeur, every place here is much the same. And the scale, so vast that we will never be discovered. We are too weak to rescue ourselves, and too lost to ever be found. Now I'll speak my truth. I didn't make it to Kodiak, but I don't think I ever will. So there's no point all this whiskey going to waste. And at least that way, it's a different kind of oblivion. Better the oblivion you know. Right, Gordon? Yes, Gordon. That's right, Gordon. Shut up and drink, Gordon. Shut up and drink.
Oh, God.
He's invented the volleyball so that he can paint a face on it.
Oh, who should do this? Think narratively.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, God.
It's gonna be something mad.
I did it! It was me!
Oh.
I have eaten all our food! Every last shredded morsel! It was very delicious!
It's just eating all of
He's
Portugal.
just eating the rest of Portugal.
Everyone is in such a stupor that no blame could be assigned, and I am glad of that. I will rot in hell for this, and yet my belly is full for the moment. Speak your truth.
Holmes, no.
I don't regret it, not one bit. I hope when we all die, I get to watch them all go first. And now that I've eaten all the food, that means I'll probably watch Lilas die and shrivel in front of me. I can't wait.
Oh my God, he's lost his mind.
Okay.
Oh my goodness
Alright.
me.
Okay.
This is the worst holiday ever.
This all takes place at Butland's.
Yeah. It's like a saga cruise gone wrong.
I think this is Lilas speaking. A baptism. Someone takes absolute leave of their senses. I watch as if removed from the scene, as they strip off every shred of clothing and immerse themselves in the Pacific surf, raving about being baptized anew. I could have interceded. Send someone to the deep and speak your truth. Now, I actually might have helped with this a bit. I know I said that they had gone mad to everyone else, but I was just so sick of him. Just trying to help every time he thought he could, but really just ruining my plans. I told David he needed to be baptized because he had sinned too much. And I knew he would go through with it because he is so desperate for my love and attention, and we just couldn't have that anymore, could we? No, I watched David as he walked into the ocean, baptized anew indeed.
Oh my God. I'm married to the Lord. I am married to the Lord.
Yup. All right.
No.
This woman is going to be the lone survivor.
Yep.
Oh, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yep.
Regrets. I hear a groan. Is the moaning of the damned in hell. The Isabel had bad seasons in 86 and 87, and our owner neglected her maintenance. The signs are everywhere. She was a leaky ship, and she groaned in misery when worked by contrary seas. She is groaning right now, and it fills my head until I scream. Speak your truth. I killed those people, didn't I? I should have never taken this job. I should have told the owner. I should have told him. The ship isn't right. The ship isn't right. I should have told him, and now I killed everyone, including my daughter. If my daughter, if she wasn't a broom, then I don't know if she would have survived up until now. Thankfully, they float.
Oh, God.
Okay, let me just get the voice. What was it? Card. This is the dreadful calculus. Hunger beats like a drum, focuses the mind wonderfully. I have eaten my belt, salty and horrid, and was prepared to start on my shoes when a cautionary note sounded in my brain. To lose my shoes would invite the loss of my feet. It is a dreadful calculus. I am so very hungry. Speak your truth.
Portugal didn't fill me enough.
If I were a broom, would I need to eat? If I were a broom, would I get hungry? Surely not. Surely I am but a human brought to some distinct misery by the circumstances my father has put us in. Or am I mad? Am I just the broom that's gone insane?
That's why you have Mickey!
Yeah.
That's why you have Mickey! It's actually the Sorcerer's
It's
Apprentice!
Oh, amazing.
Am I a broom that's gone insane?
Am I a broom?
I like that she became very Southern Belle.
Yeah.
I've come to a realization that my voice was ridiculous.
Well, unfortunately, because of the story that's emerged, this can only be one person.
Oh no.
Butter clams! Someone who knows better told me not to eat the butter clams I dug up, said they were poisoned, but I was too hungry to listen. Oh, no. I ate them all up raw, and now I'm wearing them like a filthy apron and coughing up blood.
Oh, no.
And I can't talk right, and my vision is fading. I can't even remember my name or why I'm here. Wait a minute, blood? Brooms don't bleed. But that means... Oh no!
She was a person all along!
I guess I wasn't a broom at all. Oh, I don't feel so good.
Are we sending Anne get swept under the rug?
She's stiff as a broom now.
Hey!
Oh, so
God.
funny.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So Captain Nickerson has watched his daughter die.
Coughing
Yeah.
up blood.
Yeah,
from
it
eating
turns out
poison
she's not a
clam.
broom.
Easy mistake to make. We've all been there.
Mercy, it is with the last of my strength that I make the effort to cut a throat with a cod knife. It is not an act of malice, but one of love. Oh no. Speak your truth and send someone to the deep. Or fail in your errand of mercy and go to the deep yourself.
So you'll be killed for failing.
I watched her die. And I don't want to watch another woman die, Lilas. It's best that I do this now for you. And he's going to take his knife and just try and cleanly slit her throat. But she's a fighter.
Yeah.
She's a fighter, and she grabs the knife and she just stabs him right in the heart.
Oh god.
And he bleeds out on the sand.
Oh my god.
What's Lilas is going to survive?
Oh,
God, I hate her.
Lilas has to survive. Who else will build my church?
Here we go.
What's this?
Salvation!
Hooray!
The schooner Albatross appears and the beach is soon swarming with her cod dories. Survivors, speak your truth.
Do we all want to take one each?
Yeah. I'll go for Lustenkoff. Oh, fantastic. This is wonderful news. I knew that we would survive. I'm so glad that I had a little munch of Portugal before the salvation came. Oh, this has been one of my favorite trips ever. I've had a lovely time. It's such a shame about the men I was sort of liking dying on the mast, but it was all very heroic and dramatic. And I'm still glad I've got his little mitten things.
He's kept them.
Wow.
Total psychopath.
Psychopath. He's got
He's just not even registered a single thing that's happened in this entire adventure.
Barely
He was just like,
Yeah, 100%.
It's like a beautiful
I think
love
he
story.
clearly he put a hole in the Isabel.
Oh, yeah,
He was like,
absolutely.
well, we could get cast away.
Everyone's
We get cast away. How quickly will we afford to cannibalism? They landed on the island. He was like, so what have we got to eat?
Who are we going to eat?
I think I'll do Lilas. As I said, I was proven correct when I said that this land was God-forsaken. How quickly did we devolve to violence and misery when the merest circumstance put us here. But thank God, thank the Lord that I was here on this island to minister for these people, to send their souls off and keep them from Satan's clutches.
We've still got blood on her hands.
Yeah. And now as these other boats are pulling in, she's like, oh, and look, more souls in need of salvation.
Oh god! She's awful.
A woman's work is never done.
Oh god.
Oh
god.
Oh god.
Oh god.
God in heaven.
Pull yourself together, Gordon. You gotta remember everything now. You can't let that bitch get away with this. She's killed two. She's killed her own husband. She ate a man. She was the one keenest with a knife. You gotta warn them. You gotta bring her to justice. Just have one more sip of the old brown stuff. Dutch courage and all that. Oh yeah. When we get to Kodiak, I'll remember. I'll remember to say something before it's too late, I'm sure. I'm sure I will, otherwise she might do it again. Oh God, what if she builds that church? Oh, it's not worth thinking about, Gordon. Just drink your medicine.
Oh no.
A tale of two Gordons.
So I think Holmes sees the boats coming. He falls to his knees and starts to weep. He clutches onto Gordon's leg and he says, I don't want to go back. I can't forget. I can't forget what she's done. Oh God, I don't want to go back. Don't make me go back.
What are you saying? You can't listen to boats. You got another more of this on board, perhaps have a drink. Make you feel a lot better. You ain't got a word you're saying. You'll have to speak up. Going a bit deaf in my old age.
God, this is awful. Who are you?
Oh God.
Were you on my boat? Oh, let's go home.
And the people from the boat start to come off and collect each of the survivors.
Yeah.
Taken aboard the
And wrap
albatross.
them in little blankets.
Yep. We're happy.
Look at the mittens.
Yeah.
Wow, these are
Having a
nice.
great time.
Now I have a blanket as well.
What a story!
What a crazy week I've had!
I'm never going to have to buy a round again in my life.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I ate a guy?
And they all lived happily ever after.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
That was
Bravo.
good. So that brings our game of Desperation, the Isabel, to an end. But you can watch more Chaotic Neutral content, which is appearing on screen right now if you want to see more RPG goodness. We will see you next time. Goodbye. We don't have a sign-off. We still don't have a
What should our
sign-off.
sign-off be?
Oh, wacko,
Whatever.
wacko, wacko.
Bon voyage!
Bon voyage!